Many research studies have been written about MOOCs between 2013 and 2015. In this study, we argued that the field stands to benefit greatly from understanding the research that was published in this time period. To help researchers understand the research on MOOCs better, we used a systematic process to identify and then analyze 183 empirical papers on MOOCs. What follows is a summary of 3 of our major findings. First, we asked, how is MOOC research geographically distributed? We found that more than 80% of this literature is published by individuals whose home institutions are in North America and Europe. More than half of the authors were affiliated with institutions from the United States, along with authors from the United Kingdom, Australia, China, Spain, Canada, Germany, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. These 9 countries represent more than 87% of author affiliations. Second, we were curious to understand the methods that researchers use to study MOOCs. So we asked, what data collection methods and data analysis methods are used in empirical studies of MOOCs? The majority of the papers used 1 or 2 data collection methods. Automated collection of secondary data was the most frequently used method. More than 70% of the papers used this method. The second most popular data collection method was the use of questionnaires and surveys. This method was used in more than half of the papers. Other data collection methods were used much less frequently. Nearly all papers reported descriptive statistics. About half of the papers used correlational methods, and about 40% of the papers conducted some form of qualitative analysis. Third, we wondered what captures the interest of MOOC researchers. What topics are studied the most? So we asked, what are the research strands of empirical MOOC research? We identified 4 categories of MOOC papers. 1. Those papers that are student-focused. These papers examine topics having to do with learner behaviors, performance, participation, perceptions, experiences, and demographics. 2 popular areas of research under these themes were the topics of completion, retention, and learner subpopulations. 2. There were those papers that were design-focused. These were papers that focused on topics relating to the design, creation, and implementation of MOOCs themselves. 3. There were those papers that focused on context and impact. These were papers that included research into perceptions of MOOCs, their usefulness as an educational medium, and their economic impact. And 4th, there were papers that were focused on the instructors. There were very few papers that focused on topics related to instructors or to teaching. Papers in this category largely focused on academics' awareness, perspectives of, and experiences with MOOCs. These results have several significant implications for MOOC research and the state of the field. At the very least, this research shows that MOOC researchers need to expand their methodological toolkit and develop studies that help us gain a better understanding of MOOC students and instructors. You can find a more detailed analysis of these issues in the published paper. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you liked this, please share it with your friends, colleagues, and students.